Hello. Don't mind me just having a big old sneezing fit before the stream starts. Hi, Faye. How are you doing today? Good nouse me. I don't know why I said that. So weird. I think I am just that weird, I think is the the explanation. Oh, save me. Hi. How you doing today, Faye? You're pretty good now. You're glad it's the weekend. Good. I hope you are doing okay. Having obviously been following Discord, I hope you are okay. Sorry, I am just shuffling stuff around. Okay. You're okay. Oh, of course I'm going to ask, because I care. Hello, gaming boy on the Red app. How are you doing today? What am I doing? At the moment, I am pottering and chatting with folks as people filter in. I have just started my stream. I'm making notes for a silly little game that I'm making for myself. No intention of publishing. I am just trying to break myself out of a bad patch of brain fog, and sometimes doing little exercises, little coding exercises can help me rev up a little bit. Not always. It's a good gauge of where I'm at mentally. Sometimes helpful, sometimes wildly unhelpful, but I never know until I start. Yeah, that's what I was doing this morning. But yeah, right now I'm chatting with people. You could see on your face you were rating yourself on a scale of medieval cat earlier. You could see on your face that you were rating yourself on a scale of medieval cat earlier. Yeah. 100% right. You like that? That's cool. Thank you. Yeah, I have been polling the community here to try and have some idea of where I might actually go projects-wise once I've got out of this bad patch. And effectively, the community as a whole has just said, whatever, which is wildly unhelpful. Yeah, no, not many people have voted in total, so the data is statistically irrelevant right now. But yeah, they're the only thing that you can possibly draw from the very low voting so far is that there is maybe a slight preference towards me writing a book. But I think one of the things that kind of got left by the wayside, voted where? So I have 2 straw polls up currently. That is the latest one, and that was the original one. But yeah, there are a few things that we kind of never really talked about in terms of the polls and in terms of the potential impact of the polls. So for example, the only statistically relevant stat right now is that there is a preference for me writing a book. But what that fails to take into account, or what I feel like people who have voted may not have taken into account, is that say I write a book at a good pace. So say optimistically it takes me 6 months to write the book. That means that outside of the stream, so outside of me doing these 3 hours, 5 days a week, that you won't see me on the Minecraft server, you won't get any new music. It will be just 6 months of me writing a book. So you will have stream, nothing outside of the stream, and then hopefully a book at the end of it. Do you get what I mean? It's like, because we haven't discussed these options a huge amount, it's like, oh yeah, it'd be great for me to, like, you would be interested to read the books from me, but are you like prepared for the fact that you would see nothing? No, but I mean like 6 months as a minimum, right? It's like, are you prepared for there to be nothing outside of streams for 6 months? Do you see what I mean? About like a fiction. Yeah, so I have a whole big fantasy universe. It is huge, and it is ever expanding. My wiki is, I can't actually see. On my laptop I have a thing that like tells me the total of my wiki is like 80,000 plus words currently. You get what you mean? Yeah. So if we compare that to say lo-fi, like making new music, is that the music will just come as it comes, and there are times where I might then be able to do a bit of Minecraft afterwards. Obviously, if I'm doing the Minecraft server, then you get to see me in the Minecraft server afterwards. You get to see the progress of the server afterwards. Peeps you get to play with on stream. The Block RPG, you would get to see me building the world and building the stories, and we'd communally, collaboratively build that. The Pixel plant game would be a very quick turnaround. So instead of 6 months plus, it would be like 3 months or so. But also, we could design new plants on stream and stuff like that. And again, it's statistically irrelevant because there aren't enough votes in any of the polls anyway. But the preference towards books, I fear doesn't take into account the fact that because of my energy levels, it's not a book and all this other stuff. It is either or. So if I am writing a book, then Minecraft, my presence on Minecraft vanishes. There's no new music. I stop making TikTok videos. Like, all of that stuff would have to stop. It would be streams and the book, and that is it. Do you get what I mean? Which is kind of hard to put across in a poll. Hi, JJ Edits. How you doing today? How you doing, Lefty? You hope whatever you end up choosing makes you happy. That's what you care about the most. That is very sweet. Part of my problem is I'm not really sure what makes me happy at this point, outside of streaming. Hi, Amira. How you doing today? Hi, Jip. Thank you for the sticker. Yeah, I've just been very contemplative at the moment. And for a lot of the stuff, what it feels like is, even though I'm not sure where... Okay, streaming is a really good example. So I enjoy the streaming in the now. Like, I enjoy just chilling. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what game for me, but Sims is a good crutch at the moment. But I enjoy sitting and chatting with you all and just, having a nice chill, nice chat. I like that. I enjoy that. It's calming. It's peaceful. It's a really wholesome environment. Good. So the now of that is great. So even if I don't really understand where streaming is going, so like even if I was earning enough to do this as a living, like if it was paying the bills, as it were, I don't really know what direction my streaming is going outside of me just doing more of this, if that makes sense. But that doesn't matter because I enjoy what it is now, if that makes sense. Whereas with some of the other things, I'm really not sure. I missed a comment in the middle of all of that. And Wall, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Do I feel passionate about writing a book? Well, I mean, the wiki for my world is 80,000 words, so there's some passion there. You're here now. You're just swapping to everywhere, Amira. Hey, Amanu. My hair always looks so nice. Thank you. I probably should have washed it today. It's a little bit scruffy. You don't want it to affect the extended Samlyverse. Indeed, Benji. Makes sense. Super relatable. Yeah. Hey, Bang. How you doing today? But so yeah, it's not just. I don't know. I don't really want the stream to become a super serious conversation about sustainability and stuff, but it's something you have to consider, right? Particularly as a chronically ill person. Is that something you're suffering with as well, Halunky? Yeah, how do I word this in a way that makes sense? So I would say that my passion trying to word this in a way that doesn't sound super lame. Like, I think my passion is in the world building rather than specifically the medium of delivering the world. That makes sense? Emira, you have a new job and you're struggling to come to terms with the work and the new environment. Oh no, do I have any advice? I'm chronically ill. I don't have that kind of experience, I'm sorry. You're going to stay till the end of the stream. Thank you, Bang. What's my favorite book? What's my favorite book? I don't know that I have one. I like too many different books for too many different reasons. You're wondering if I'll do a tier list? Not today. Chronically ill? What do you mean? Oh, you're asking if I'm chronically ill? I am. You just do it for the sake of keeping it up. No idea where to go with it anymore. Streaming, do you mean? Yeah, Arthur. You're a bit new. What world are you talking about? Is this just like a fantasy idea you've thought about and decided to write about? So I have been writing short stories and making video games for myself, not published, on and off for too long. And haven't delivered it in any meaningful way yet. Do I have a wiki for Airfire? I do. That's what we were talking about. So yeah, I officially started writing a wiki for my Airfire world last year, and it's up to about 80,000 words right now. And there's so much of it that I still haven't written up. It's a work in progress. Is it public? Technically it is, but it's hidden right now because I'm tidying it up, and a lot of the stuff is hidden anyway because it's huge spoilers. When's the next tier list? No idea. Do you mind asking what's wrong? No, not at all. I have ME CFS, if you know what that is. I have undiagnosed fibro, not because I'm just saying that I have fibro. My last 3 GPs have all said that I have fibro, and all 3 of them have advised me not to pursue a diagnosis because it's meaningless if I already have an ME diagnosis. Are the short stories public? Nope. One of them was, but not anymore. Will I ever play games other than Sims? Probably. Faye, you've not found any topic where you were able to just choose a favorite. What do you mean? If it releases, you'll read it. Yeah. Flunky, yes, streaming. Sorry, just wondered what you were dealing with. Oh no, I'm very open with my illnesses. I mean, obviously, I am anxious about stuff as well, and depression and blah blah blah. But ever since your diabetes diagnosis, you've been aimless. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So ME or CFS, depending what you want to call it. The easy, quick summary is if a normal person has 100 energy to spend in a day, I might optimistically have 25. I don't, it's less than that, but optimistically I have 25 instead of your 100. When you go to sleep, you recharge, let's say 90 every night. So sometimes, you know, you kind of have a bit of a deficit, but for the most part, if you get a good night's sleep, you recharge most of your energy. So I have 25 energy instead of your 100, and I recharge 5, 10 maybe of my energy. So I get, it's not sleepy, it's exhausted. Like when you have a bad flu, like when you run a marathon, I get very exhausted very quickly, and it takes me a lot longer to recover from it. On stream while I play other games? Probably eventually, but not right now. Yeah, why do you ask, Chris? The wiki is a hot mess right now. But yeah, I mean, part of it is like a lot of the wiki is me trying to make the most logical sense of kind of where to pin things story-wise, because it's been a bit all over the place up until now. No treatment. Nobody knows what causes it. There's no medication to help or anything. It's just try and not make it any worse. Every time you sleep, you feel tired after you wake up. I'm sorry to hear that. You're stuck with COVID. Greetings, hi Paul. Oh, thank you for the stickers, Alanky. Yeah, so when people have been talking about long COVID, the overlap of symptoms between long COVID and ME is striking. So that's interesting. But yeah, it was interesting hearing people complaining about those symptoms on social media. So like over COVID, lots of people were complaining about all these symptoms, and they're like, oh, Halunky, thank you for the follow. People were complaining about these symptoms. It's like, oh, you know, it's so bad. I've not been able to do stuff for 2 weeks and blah, 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 blah. And like, yes, it is unpleasant. Like, even for 2 weeks, it is unpleasant. But for all of us who have ME, CFS, fibro, when they're, you know, these social media people complaining about it after 2 weeks, and by this point, I was, 15 years into having it? And like, that's my everyday. And they're complaining after 2 weeks. I'm like, hi. You've read that the mitochondria doesn't make as much energy, but it's probably just the best guess. There are so many guesses, and almost certainly there are multiple things being labeled as the same thing. So chances are that all the people that have been diagnosed with ME don't all have the same thing. They're just getting lumped together because the symptoms are so similar. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. There is research being done into it, so hopefully something will help. You're in like 20 plus years. I'm sorry to hear that, Rebel. Hi, Halunky. You can customize your little character. I've dropped the link in chat. What am I at now? How old am I? 19? It'll be 19 years for me this year. Yeah, 19 years. More than half my life. Yeah. It's one of those things as well. Oh, sorry, I never put the cat cam on. He's literally sat next to me. Hey. Yeah. It's a bit bleak. There's no two ways about it. But yeah, you don't really have much choice. Like when that is how your health is, you just have to deal with it. That's crazy. How did it all start? When I was... I'm just going to skip this song because it's super quiet. And this one? A bunch from the same album. When... I can call you Max. Hi, Max. Which year? I don't remember. I was 14 when I got ill. No, 19 years ago. I was 14 when I got ill. So I had what at the time felt like the worst flu I had ever had. I was very sick. I was like hard in bed, shivering, all the rest of it, like bad flu for 2 weeks. And then after that, I thought I was getting better and went back to school. And then as the weeks went by, I was just getting more and more exhausted. And it was about a year, 18 months of battery testing. So lots of blood tests, this test, that test, lots of different medications. Like they just thought that I was depressed to start with. And then they thought it was anxiety stuff. And then, you know, anemia, gluten allergies, all the rest of it. And yeah, ME is diagnosis of exclusion. So I only was diagnosed with it when they ruled out everything else. Must have been scary to go through at 14. Yeah. I mean, I was like, I was doing okay at school. Like, sounds cliche, but like life was good at that point. And then, and then I had to not actually, but effectively drop out of school. Like I was mostly working from home by the end of school. Hey, Hannah. You're really thankful that you're so open talking about it. Of course. Yeah. So Paul knew me at school. With me slowly attending less and less. Lurking, no worries, Halunky. There was often an empty chair in class. Yeah. Emo DJ Panda. Did I get that right? Hi, thank you for the follow. Talking about it is the only way people will gain awareness of it at all. Yeah. Do you mind asking what your typical day looks like? You're welcome to ask what my typical day looks like. It's kind of depressing, but I know Emo DJ Panda is a great name. It just took me a second to like decipher where the gaps were. Because I read it as Emod first. Emod J Panda. And I'm like, wait, that doesn't sound right. I'm presuming it's Emo DJ Panda. But you had 1 hour of school every day. Yeah, so by the end of high school for me, I was home. I don't think I was really ever coming into class. But we had connections with some of the teachers and the school was really good about it. So I had some teachers from my school who came to my house after school to help catch me up. So thankfully, because I was relatively good at school, I managed to keep up. But I got a little bit screwed on my grades in the end, because I don't know how it is in other countries, and obviously it changes from year to year, but at that point a huge amount of the final grade was based on an exam. So maths is a good example. I think it was like 80% of the final grade was based on an exam, and I was too ill to sit the exam. So that was fun. So I got failed for maths originally, and we had to go through 2 lots of appeal to get any kind of qualification on it. But yeah. It was what it was. It's lovely of them. Yeah. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. The school handled it very well. The school was on side the whole time, which I was very thankful for. Sadly, post-school, all of the other educational establishments I went to were atrocious. A lot of them proclaimed loudly, publicly, in their advertising to be very on the side for kind of people with extra requirements, and then didn't follow through. So I had problems at every other establishment I went to, sadly. Yeah. And like, I get people not understanding it. Amelia, thank you for the gift. Yeah, like, I get people understanding it because even now it's still quite an unknown. But I'm sure there are people in my chat who have experienced some degree of this in the past, where you tell people how something affects you. So like, I have ME, and they go, oh, I don't know what that means. And then I tell them what that means and what I need for help with that. And then they go, oh, no, that's not what you need. And I'm like, but you just said that you don't know what the thing is and what I need. So I told you what I need, and now you're saying, no, that's not what I need. So I very nearly didn't get entry to one of the colleges I applied to because part of the entry requirement was to be able to take notes fast enough to like keep on top of the lectures, right? So they were giving lectures, you had to be able to take notes, but the test required that you do it by hand. And part of what I have is joint issues, and I get a very sore hand very quickly, which is insane because in class we could use a computer, so I could type, and I'm a fast typer, so I can keep up with typing. But in order to gain entry to the college, I had to be able to prove that I could handwrite that fast, which I can, but then I had a sore hand. So it was like a 5-minute, 10-minute writing test, and within like 30 seconds, I couldn't write. My hand was too sore. So I was having to memorize the whole of this thing so that I could take breaks to let my hand recoup and then write the next bit. So it wasn't a writing test, it was a memory test for me, which is ridiculous. Like, why is that a thing? Particularly when we're then not required to write. And we complained, and they were basically just like, sucks to be you. Like, you literally come with instructions, right, Revel, right? Isn't being chronically ill just the most fun thing ever? Yeah. There are lots of good people out there, but there are also lots of people who just, for whatever their reason, don't have the time for you, which it is what it is. Gotta stick by the good people, right? But yeah. You're glad you got your employer to sort of come around to let you work from the house somewhat permanently. Yeah, I mean, some of my colleges, universities, etc. were helpful eventually, but the number of hoops I had to jump through to get to that point wasn't great. Yeah, it is what it is. Amira, are you still here? I feel like you asked a question and then I got off track. You really want more Thai people to watch the stream so you can communicate with them. Yeah, but you'll still need to communicate in English, Bang. if you are communicating in a language that isn't English, I will have to time you out. I need to be able to monitor what people are saying. Faya also wasn't straightforward, but you'll take what you can get. Yeah, I get that. Welcome back, Lefty. How did we get onto that? I feel like this stream got real depressing real fast. What were we talking about? Paul, you said your life has become merge. I noticed that you're already at the top of the leaderboard. Hi, Kenny. How you doing? The polls originally. Ah, yes, the largely unanswered polls. Catherine, you had to quit your job because your employer... Wow. Yeah, that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. You're enjoying listening and learning. No worries, Hannah. But yeah, so to answer the question about what my life looks like, it is a bit bleak, and we will try and move on to slightly happier topic. I mean, if you guys want to keep talking about this, that's fine. But I also don't mind moving on to something a bit more upbeat. Thank you, Amelia. How are you doing today? You feeling any better? But yeah, my life is I wake up usually quite late because I've not slept well. The first hour, usually about the first hour, I am in a lot of pain. Usually what I will do is I will get up and have breakfast. And then lie back down while I'm having breakfast while the pain calms down. Sometimes the pain doesn't calm down that fast, and I basically just don't get up and have food. I just have to wait until the pain comes down. Because yeah, it's hard to walk, it's hard to move when it's that bad. And then about an hour before I start streaming, I get up, I get washed and dressed. What are you talking about, Amana? Yeah, about an hour before stream, I'll get washed and dressed. Thank you again for the bits, Amelia. Yeah, so about an hour before the stream, I'll get washed and dressed. That gives me time to get ready slowly so that I'm not exhausting myself. Then I'll stream. And after the stream, I will go and lie down for a little bit. And then I'll have some dinner. And then if I am having a better day, I might sit at a computer for an hour or two and do a bit of like Minecraft or chat with some people. But more often than not, it's just getting like lying back down on my bed and watching something. And that's it. That's my day. It's exciting stuff. You're not here just sending love, but you are here. You have to be here to send love. How late though? And what do you mean how late though? Amana, what are you talking about? Why are you talking about GTA 5? Oh, you also talked about your age. Don't talk about your age on the stream. But you also talked about your age. Nicely doubling that up. Sorry, everyone. Thank you for the chair, Amelia. Have I decided on the chimney yet? No. You love the cat cam. Thank you, Eli. No, we will be working on the chimney today. Trying to figure out how we ruin the house again. You feel like your life might be a little bit like yours. How so? Smoothest transition ever. So smooth. Thank you for the segue. My cat is also beautiful. He is the best boy. Star Fragments. Whenever you see me on your For You page, you always stop for a second and appreciate the vibes. Thank you, Star Fragments. The whole waking up late thing. Yeah, so for me, it's because I don't sleep well. So I have to get sleep when I can, and particularly when it's hot. I need to stay up late enough until it's cooled down. That's before I got the aircon. The aircon has been helping, but we'll see. You're not mentally ready. I'm really sorry to hear that, Amelia. For what? Amana, same build from yesterday. We're still trying to sort it. So, this is our problem, is this chimney. So logically, all we need to do is like extend this, right? So we just have this weird section here that needs to come out a little bit further. That is the obvious solution to the problem. But we have all sorts of weird chimney bits if we do that. So it's, if anybody has any bright ideas for how we get around the crazy roofs, because otherwise I think maybe we just leave it with the it looks so bad. The alternative is that we don't extend the chimney. So let me show you what I mean. The alternative is we do this, right? We get rid of all of this, and then we just whack the chimney. Which chimney were we using? Not that it particularly matters. We just put the chimney here. That doesn't work. It needs to be a little bit further back. But you get what I mean, anyway. Slightly overhanging. You're not mentally ready to function properly. Oh, that's okay. Just take all the time you need, Amelia. TLC. Paul, you're first already. Maybe this game just scratches your brain in the right way. Yeah. I mean, realistically, it's like me, you, and Sweeney that are competing for top spot. I just haven't played it in like weeks. You just want to lie down and watch something before going to do anything. That's a mood bang. Let's do the obvious solution. What do you mean, Faye? You played some Sims yesterday, built a house, and the roofing was so annoying that you just closed the game. It's the mood. Hey, Daryl, how you doing? Annie, you struggled for like 4 hours with the build yesterday. You ended up just saying, oh dear. Who am I? I'm Samly. You are back. I thought you were Daryl. I finished the roof. Kind of. We're now having the slight issue of I put a chimney in a place that now is a problem. Would this chimney be in less of a problematic place if this wasn't octagonal? I'm gonna try it. Stop, Sims. Right, so if we do that, I think that works. You hate it when it rains in Sims. Yep, lovely buggy rain. Okay, how ridiculous does this look? Quite. I think that's better. I think that's better than the other solutions. I don't think it's great by any means. Don't remind me of what? There's no hole anymore. What do you mean? As in at the back here? But, you know, in Sims we can only do it in big blocks, right? So I'm just pretending that, like... One sec. Oops. Like, that there's a smaller chimney breast here, right? Just wondering if we would have been ideal if we could have like made it taller. It's in a bit of a weird spot. It isn't fitting properly. Okay, so do we have any other solutions? I mean, the alternative is we just get rid of the fireplace, but it's just because all of the other houses have chimneys, right? I mean, we could just have a vanity chimney. Or we extend this room. If we extend the room... Okay, just bear with. Oh wait, we don't need to do it that way. Right, so if we extend this room by 1... No, that's why I don't want to do it that way. Okay, right. We extend the room by 1. Like this. Okay. Just... We extend that by that. We could do this the whole way across. Yeah. Okay. And then we can whack our chimney breast here, which sure gives us a little bit of an odd dint there, but then we can do the chimney like this. Wrong brush. Like that. So then inside what we end up with is... let's get rid of the walls first. Sorry, I'll catch up in chat in 1 sec. So... yeah, we may have to slightly rearrange these rooms. So we've just ended up with 2 really long rooms. Not that that's necessarily a problem. That room can stay like that. We could put that back to a diagonal even. Yeah, and then we can whack the fireplace. Whichever one it was, this one. There. Does that look slightly less ridiculous? Sometimes other people's lives can be pretty like someone else's. Oh, yeah, I get you. Amana, chill. Calm, Amana. Calm and chill here. Eli said it isn't fitting properly. Let me just... Sorry, I'm catching up with chat. You gotta go. No worries, Amana. It's literally starting to rain here now. Try it further up on the roof, but then we'd have to move the fireplace into the building. No, Amelia? Because at the moment the fire is on the outside wall, so the chimney is on the outside wall. We could try and swap the room around to have the chimney internally. It looked good. Why changing it? Because we were adding a fireplace. Last stream you asked for a house tour. We gave a house tour, Daryl. It's the biggest one of the lot, so it'll be different. This is true. You couldn't see the chat for a moment. Sorry to hear that. Arthur looks like a fluffy little croissant, doesn't he? Just pretend it's an electric fireplace and ignore all the problems. I feel like he's kind of ignoring the YouTube. Oh no, bang! I was ignoring all of the chats for a second because I was in the zone. I'm just catching up now. You recently replenished the garden with tons of flowers, veg and fruit. I'd love some water for them. Yeah. I don't know if it's the same way you are, but it's been super dry for us right now. Yeah, sorry, I completely phased from the chat. I got really into trying to figure out this building. Keeping ourselves entertained, thank you. Last stream you answered everything. Ollie, your new PC came today. No, you got it. Okay, when you put it together, did you buy or did you build? Either way, we need pictures in chat. But that calm chill sounded like you were talking to a horse. Sorry. Hi, Ollie. Thanks for the platform swap. I'm good for sleeping. What do you mean, Daryl? You can't send any more, but Amelia, you don't need to send anything, okay? Just being here is plenty. From Manchester, not a drop of rain, Hannah. Yeah, it's been dry as a bone here for like weeks now. Build. Nice. Okay, we'll want a full parts list as well. Got to walk us through. It's lo-fi, surprisingly calm. It is. It's all my lo-fi. All my music. Rectify, you love rain in Sims, you just wish you could turn it on. Do you mean turn it on or turn it off? Hey Sally, how you doing today? Hi Lucy, thank you for the follow. Okay, I think I'm caught up on chat. Am I sure? Of course. You don't have to sub, you don't have to send bits or donations or anything. You don't even have to chat. If all you want to do is just chill and lurk, sit in the corner, listen to some music, listen to me ramble for a couple of hours, that is all good. Nothing is required from you here. Is this one of the orange electrolyte drinks? No. I have been drinking electrolyte drinks. Today is a naughty day. Today is not an electrolyte drink. I have an electrolyte drink every day though. So I will have my electrolyte drink after the stream. And I bounce between the flavors of the electrolyte drinks, otherwise I get bored. I just buy the little tablets because it's cheap. I've got 3 on the go at the moment. I've got one that's like tropical. Got one that's like orange and echinacea or something like that, something bizarre. And the one that I've been drinking the most of recently is pink grapefruit and something. You know you do gift and send bits. I know you do, and it is very much appreciated, Amelia. But what I just wanted to make sure that you realized that you are completely welcome here. You don't have to do any of those things. They are appreciated, but not required at all. Tropical sounds nice. As nice as those can be, you kind of hate the aftertaste. Yeah, some of them kind of have a bit of a... and yes, I'm from Leeds. Well, I'm not from Leeds. I live in Leeds. You asked for a house tour last stream. Yeah, I mean, we're still in the process of the house tour. We got an entranceway, the start of the living room, start of the dining room, kitchen, sunroom, hallway. And then upstairs, we've got, again, hallway, and then functional room, bedroom 1, master bedroom with a deck, bathroom, and then upstairs, don't know what. It would have been a cool place to have done a study and like put the computers and things like that, but just the roof is going to drive me absolutely up the wall. I do wonder if we just change the roof so that we don't have to deal with this nonsense. How many times am I going to redo this house? You just feel guilty if you don't. Well, you don't need to. You have some lemon and lime ones. Would not recommend. Yeah, I started with a lemon one. The lemon one I got was actually okay, but then it ran out of stock and I just went on to other flavors and have literally preferred all of the other flavors. You're currently procrastinating uni work. No worries, Lucy. How you doing today? Also, there's a little command if you want to customize your character. Thank you for the stickers, Sally. Mia. How long have I been playing Sims for? 4 months. 4 months now. Nice city. I like Leeds. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Amelia, you moved your sim to a cottage and you did it up. So waiting on them to pop their clocks now. Yeah, we've not done a cottage yet. It's cool. You should post pictures of your builds in the Discord, Amelia. Amelia does nice Sims builds. You think we're just going to change the roof? You will cry. I'm a perfectionist. Sorry. Lemon flavor in anything else is normally your favorite, but these just drinks on it. Yeah, that's fair. Thank you for all the stickers, Sally. And thank you for the follow. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I can talk to you all day, but my break alarm went off. For those who are new here, I take a 3-minute break every hour to refill my drink if I need to and to have a stretch. And I need the stretch today. I will hydrate first. But yes, 3-minute break. We will return in 3 minutes. Be right back. Hello, everyone. Okay, so Daryl, if that wasn't a house tour, what did you mean by a house tour? You mean my real house? I have... Okay, found where the chat was. At some point, you actually be able to play the game instead of just chat. At some point, Catherine. We kind of flip-flop between playing and building. Break time means you have to work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Already 1 minute. Yeah, and I have a timer. I have a 3-minute timer. Yap and redo the house for the 5th time very slowly is what we're doing. 100%. You post some pics later when the sun isn't glaring on your screen. That is a mood. You're a YouTuber yourself. Nice, Daryl. Can you screenshot on PS5? I'd imagine so.
Save your game.
Thank you. Technically you can, but it's a bit of a pain to export them. Welcome back, thank you. Real house. Oh, my real house is my real house. I can show you the room, but my house is my space. So this room is my stream space. Rest of the space is my personal space. Also, I'll turn the cat cam off. Oh, I felt so bad. So, excuse me. The window in here is open, and because of that, the wind pushes the door closed slightly. So when I went outside to have a stretch during the break, the door had pushed too, and I opened the door fairly carefully, because I always do open doors carefully when I don't know where Arthur is, just in case. But he was literally on the other side of the door, so I opened the door into him. I felt so bad. You can no longer see the fluffy croissant. No, because he left. But yeah, so I gave him a little cuddle before I came back on the stream. But yeah, wait, what platform are you on, Daryl? Okay, you're on the red platform. You opened the door gently. Yeah, me too. So like, I didn't hit him at all. Like it knocked against him. But I still feel bad. Like, he wasn't hurt or anything. Unlike the times where he's jumped. There's been a couple of times where I've been walking and he's been hiding behind something and he's jumped out into one of my feet as I've been walking. And I feel so bad every time that happens. You got to go, Amana. No worries. Yeah, so you're on the red platform, so you can see behind me. Go on then. We'll have a little show of the room. So, exciting stuff over here. There's a whiteboard that only Purple App can see. Plants, real plants. What's in this one? That's music equipment. That's largely medical books. This is Derek. This is real plants. This is fake ivy. And then, oh, there you go. Now it's in focus. There you go. Derek, fake ivy. New aircon. Keyboard. Technically a MIDI controller, not a keyboard. Up here we have more real plants and some D&D Lego. Warhammer. Game of Thrones. Stephen King. Lord of the Ring. This is Lord of the Rings. These are all my notebooks. This is all D&D stuff. What's down there? Oh yeah, that's the D&D stuff. More real plants. Romanticy. More real plants. Oh, actually, there's fake ivy all along this edge. And then there's fake ivy on the sound conditioning. And then last but not least, guitar and cat tree. And now very wonky camera. Jaunty angles. Whoa, here we go. Can you see your musical instruments? Well, you've seen two of them. My bass and my acoustic are next door. It's too blurry. Yeah, it comes in and out of focus. It's hard to focus while moving stuff. Samstream not Peter approved. You just give them lots of kisses and they forget it. Yeah, like he wasn't hurt. It was more just I felt bad because I was worried I hurt him. Oh yeah, there's an electric drum kit. That's not mine though. That's my brother's. Jealous of the aircon. Yeah, it was a big purchase for sure. But you would love to get into D&D, but that would require actually knowing people who are as much of a loser as you are. Hi. We've talked about doing a we actually started organizing some D&D, community D&D. So if you'd like to get on that, if you'd like to join in, 0 experience required. Join the Discord and we'll get you involved in that. He deserves extra cuddles. He gets extra cuddles every night. No shortage of cuddles for him. And you come over, you want to play the drums. Yeah, and they're fun. I play a little bit of drums, and by a little bit I mean like a standard beat and that's it. Is it aircon, or dehumidifier? I mean, technically both, but it's an aircon. Yeah, it's an aircon. Which is why I'm able to wear a jumper in this ridiculous heat. So I make the room freezing cold before I start streaming because it loses the battle to my computer. If I run it the whole time, it keeps the room cold. But the album gets hot. The room gets hot real fast without the aircon on. The computer is a lot of heat. When's the new album? Well, so far there's one new song, and there are lost count 13. One sec. Let me tell you how many albums are in the mixtape right now. How many songs are in the mixtape? 14. There are 14 tracks in the tape right now, and I have one new song. So I'm currently trying to decide whether I can make a full album in the same style as the new song, or whether I'm just going to add it to the mixtape. Yeah, I'm not going to stress. I've got other stuff to worry about at the moment. So can I play keyboard? I can play piano a little bit, not very well. But yeah, the aircon for the stream makes the streaming tolerable because I am very heat sensitive, but more importantly, really helps with the sleep. So what I do is I drop the temperature of the room, like I absolutely blast it to the coldest setting for like half an hour before I go to bed, and then just keep the curtains closed, the windows closed, the door closed to keep it dark and cold. And that helps with the sleep. Because what I do on the stream, the difference is when I'm streaming, the computer is running and it gets real hot real fast. Alright, I missed some chats. You don't know enough people, and the people you know don't play D&D. Come join us, guys. This is why we need to start stream D&D stuff. Come on. Come join the Discord. Let's get this going. We've been talking about it for so long now. Yeah, I'm still a fair way off 1,000 on YouTube. Getting there slowly. Hi Mia, how you doing today? Faye, you heard a song a couple of streams ago that you've not noticed again after that. Yeah, we're just listening to my Spotify playlist on loop. Can I play on stream? Yes, I have promised that I will do music on stream at some point. Not today, because it's a whole effort setting it up. Online D&D is a thing, absolutely. Yeah, that's how we will do it. It's free, it won't require anything from you. You don't need to buy anything, you don't need to know anything. The way that I run D&D, you can literally know 0 things about D&D. All that I require for people, if they are playing D&D, 2 things. 1, you need to attend. You need to commit to attending. If you say you're going to attend at a certain time, you need to attend at a certain time. If you don't, I will have to remove you, because the number of times that I've played D&D and just the game's constantly pausing because people can't make it. So attendance. The other thing is you have to be game to give it a go. So if you come and you just sit in silence the whole time, it's going to be boring for you. It's going to be boring for everybody else. There is an element of you need to be prepared to sound a bit daft. It's going to happen. It happens for all of us. I'm uncomfortable every single time. But you get into it. Like, it's like meeting new people. It's uncomfortable to start with, and then you start having fun. Gotta be game for it. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. You are feeling good. Thank you. For what? Thank you for asking, Mia. I'm okay. I am okay, Amelia. Mia. I'm confusing myself. I I need to do the chat in order again. Gonna head out. You have a bad migraine. I'm sorry to hear it, Hannah. I hope you feel better soon. Catherine, lucky you never have anything going on, so you can commit to pretty much anything. Also sounds like a good test for your anxiety. Yeah, and we have enough people that are interested that I will try to organize the groups to match people's requirements. So the really hyper, everything needs to be action all the time, ADHD crew, I will just group all of you together. The I need calm, I need quiet group I will put together, for example, as much as I can, but we'll see. You really want to join, you love D&D, just worried the kids will disrupt your time to play it. That's fine. Well, we can work around that. It will be a good day if someone collabs with you. Do you mean musically or on stream? You're from Portugal. Nice. I don't have many Portuguese viewers, I don't think. Not none, just not many. Also, why am I still on this camera? Swap over to SimScan. Also, I'm overheating. Ooh. Time to get rid of the jumper, I think. You sent a picture of the PC and a little bonus in the Discord. Catherine, thank you for the sub. How are you doing today? Why? I can't help myself. Every time someone subs or gifts, I always ask how they're doing. I don't know why. It's habitual at this point. Bonus kitty. So cute. Right, I'll have a full look over your PC specs after the stream. Let me just take my headset off. My jumper off. I'm overheating. Second. You're saying I should have a gaming collab? No. I really like playing with friends. And outside of the streaming, I pretty much exclusively game with people. You're gonna have to duck out. No worries, Mia. Catch you soon. Hi, Anthony. How you doing today? You reached 250 follow goal on Twitch. Nice. Congrats, Amelia. What was I saying? Oh, collaboration. Yeah, me streaming with other people is unlikely to happen for two reasons. Primary reason is the primary reason that I stream is to talk to people. So it's kind of hard for me to talk to you if there are other people in my stream, because then I'm trying to talk to this other person and trying to talk to you. And like now I've not been playing for ages. I've just been chatting. So I can't really do that at the same time. So there won't be collaboration from that perspective. And I've forgotten what the second reason was. Good job, me. Do I watch football? No, I don't. Not really a sports guy. All right. Where were we at? Where were we at? Yeah, this space just seems silly now. It's like singular dip here. Design feature. Now, what do we do with this wall? I think we just put this back to being a diagonal, and I think that's probably enough. If we just put this back as being this, right? It's just this clash here is winding me up between these two roofs. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. It does look like we could do with coming, like, one block. Oh, yeah, because they're uneven, right? Or do we just redo it to try and fix the roof? Do I play blocks fruits? What is that? Not redoing the roof. Reason 2, see reason 1, pardon? Imagine just a musician collab. Oh, I absolutely would work with other musicians, 100%. Making music as a group is always fun. Put a plant or a trash can in the space. Leave the roof alone. I bet you think, wow. No, it's okay, Amelia. I appreciate the support. And however you want to engage is okay. Leave the hashtag leave the roof alone. Your first mistake was trying to make a roof that's not just a square in this game. Yep. Yep. What am I playing? I'm playing Sims. Hello, Tanya. How are you doing today? Okay, but I can't be the only one that thinks that this roof is really weird now. Like, it's just... It's not weird, you think it looks good. But, I mean, just... But. Also, why is it not coming down? There you go. I guess we could get rid of the wall now. It's hidden. Yeah, there you go. You are very picky. I know I am. I know. I'm never happy with any of my builds. This build is very interesting. Thank you, Tanya. That would be tricky roofing. Yeah, I've got too many odd shapes. Oh, thank you for the follow and for the sticker. And for the hydrate, whoever that was. Ollie, thank you.
Save your game.
Thank you, Ollie. Thank you for looking after me. There are just so many ways that I don't like this now. This is good for sleeping. Yeah, I mean, that's the vibe of the music for sure. Supposed to be kind of sleepy lo-fi. Yeah, I think we probably just need to just deal with it as it is and move on. I think we're never going to be done with this build otherwise. Just permanently building the same room over and over again. No, we're listening, Amelia. Listening, don't worry. No, we're here. Okay, what if we see how it works with the interior first? It was how we got here again. Yeah, I think this is now okay enough. I think it was just because we wanted the fireplace, right? You love build stuff in this game. Me too. Are really working on this from last stream. Oh yeah, some of my builds have taken many streams to finish. The worst, isn't it, when you get so far through and you're like, yeah. I told you, Amelia. Like, even when I'm not around, there are always going to be people here. How's it? Ollie worded it like the power of the Samly-verse or something. The third floor should be spooky. Yeah, we could do something creepy up here for sure. Well, now it's annoying me that the fireplace isn't centrally aligned. Can we move the fireplace? Are you guys going to hate me too much if I move the fireplace? Hi, Rhonda. Poor person whose house this is. Excuse me, spooky is not the same as creepy. Yes, it is. Story of most of your Sims builds, yeah. Like, if we just move the fireplace across... Oh, no, wait, that's not going to work, is it? Because it's, like, between blocks. No, it's between blocks. Fireplace is just going to have to be squint. That's frustrating. Which is now part of your saved spelling on your phone. You just need to get used to not seeing your niece anymore. Yeah, I mean, that must be hard. I mean, in many ways, it's a loss, right? If it's something and someone's that you cared about and that's going away, you know, you'll be grieving. That's okay. Doesn't make it any more pleasant, but it's understandable. You know? It's a very high TV. Maybe we just go for them not having a TV. Don't need to have a TV. You're not agreeing that the fireplace should be moved, but the placement is a little bit rough. Yeah. I mean, it is 1 block here and 2 blocks here, and we can't fix that. Could put a TV in this corner, though. I wish it was easier to filter. Didn't have to do this every time. You would... Wait, what? Spooky is Halloween vibe. Think Tim Burton movies and stuff. Creepy is what makes you... Oh, yeah, no. Creepy and spooky are definitely different. I was just messing with you. Oh, sorry, I missed some comments. Bella, do you like clutter or simple builds? I like clutter. I mean, a bit of both. Not too much clutter. But yes, I like clutter. You like where the fireplace is. You find when things are too centered, the build looks unrealistic. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like, you need some oddities, right? But there's a balance. There is for sure a balance. Can we even fit a TV here? It's just going to look really weird. One of these days I'm going to have to get used to the new controls. Not the new controls, the old controls. The Sims 3 ones. We'll be back in a few minutes. Need to refill your stamina. Good. Hydration is important. Hi, honey. How you doing? Can't believe you did that to you. He was ready to fight you. Creepy and spooky are definitely different. If this was your house, you're sitting on the couch first. Gotta get the centered place right. Why does it say 4:15? Timed you out for 1 second. Probably because you said something weird at one point. Like that's quite often the case, like when people mention like their age or they say a word that's like dubiously okay. If I time you out for 1 second, it gets rid of your previous chats in that stream. The fireplace is triggering you, but I can't make it centered. The only way to make it centered is to make the room bigger or smaller. Honey, you just settled into work, ready for the family vibes. Thank you. Controls are absolutely nothing compared to the ones on Xbox. Playing on console is so difficult. Is this only the base game? Base game and expansions. There aren't any mods or CC. So what I mean is like, this is the Sims 4 controls, right? These are the only options I have for rotation at 45-degree chunks. Whereas someone, let me just save quick. Someone explained to me at one point, if I go to game camera, game camera, Sims 3 camera, right? And I now get confused on the controls. I can now, what's the button? There's now something I can do to, there's some way that I can now do more fine controls, but I can't remember what it is. Someone's gonna have to remind me how to do it. There you go. Now I can do very fine adjustments. Which is much better for builds. But then I have to get used to this camera. So I should probably do. Shall I just start doing that now? Then you guys get to see me fighting the camera. Personally didn't see your PC comment. Oh, and then it wasn't one that I removed. I haven't removed any of your comments today. That's what you're talking about. You have to go. No worries, Daryl. Will I stream tomorrow? Yes, I will do. How seamlessly do Sims interact with those odd angles? Don't know. It's a good question. Just sell the chairs. Why? Why do you not like the chairs? The sound, the sound is intense. You only switch to Sims 3 camera when you want to rotate something. Yeah, I mean, the option to like rotate stuff this fine is kind of great. Even if I am okay, wait, what is it? It's that. Okay, that's to rotate. Oh, okay, so that's rotate. Okay, so it's like Blender. Right, okay. Not that I use Blender, but that's to rotate. Okay, and then this is to move. Oh, it's like it's inverted. Okay. Oh, it's not inverted is the point. Okay. And no, so I'm not dragging it, I'm pushing it. I'm pushing the camera up. I'm pushing the camera down. But then it's drag. But I'm dragging the camera. Why is it drag one way and push the other? Oh, Sims, please, can we change that? Invert. Wait, which one was wrong? No, it wasn't the rotation that was wrong. It was the moving. Wait, just check. So it's drag. drag, drag, push. What? Oh, that's so counterintuitive. Just give me a second, guys. You always play with Sims 3 camera. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not bad after a while. Yeah. Hope I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well, Rhonda. How's your day treating you? You're back. You've got your drink. Good. Welcome back, Amelia. At the end of the day, it gets you 60 Google. Pardon? Ollie, what are you talking about? What did I miss? Summer Fruits, Oasis, and Crushed Ice. Nice. You feel like the push is what's off. Oh, absolutely. It's the move that I want to change. Like the moving camera needs to be the other way around. Oh, that's horrible. Is there really no way to change that? There's no way to change it, and like the edge scrolling, like I could do it fine if it was just the edge scrolling, but have you seen how slow the edge scrolling is? Like, what is this nonsense? You're getting motion sick just watching me trying to do it. It's okay. To the left, to the right, up, down, to the left, to the oh. Why is it not drag? Okay, so I want to go over to the left. I want to go down. I want to turn this way. Okay, so the turning's fine. The turning I've got, because the turning is drag, which is what I'm used to. Turning being drag is fine. The moving being push is what's confusing. Even when I'm telling myself which way to go, I'm doing it the wrong way around. Okay, no. Oh my. Literally immediately did it the wrong way. Okay, right. Turn. Fine. We're going to the right. Left. Down. Okay. Need to go up a little bit. So we're pushing up a little bit. Pushing right a little bit. Turning. Okay. This is painful. Pushing left. Wait. Oh, well, that's even more confusing. I can also click to move the camera, but it doesn't. Where's the focus? Oh, okay. Oh, this is so incredibly counterintuitive. I'll get there. Muscle memory is a heck of a thing, isn't it? Hydrate, thank you. Oh, wait. Ollie, you gifted a sub. Sorry, I completely missed that. Thank you very much. It's probably when I was stressing out about the camera. This is like watching someone trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. Wow, that makes me feel very dim. Thank you. Okay. It is nice to have these like deep breaths. It's nice to have these fine controls. It's just going to take a bit of getting used to. The fact that one is push and one is pull is what's tripping me out the most. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna not use the mouse to move. It's fine. We're just not using the mouse to move anymore. When all else fails, just avoid it completely. Yeah, sorry, Ollie. I was very much into fighting the camera. Why don't you put move objects on? Because we don't use cheats. As frustrating as that is sometimes, is one of our rules for this playthrough. Yeah, so because now we can do little things like trying to make this seem a little bit more lived in, just have things ever so slightly squint. Playing your lo-fi at work, your attorneys like it. I'm glad it's of some use to someone. You normally just use WASD for directions in the mouse rotation. That's what I'm going to have to do. Amelia, you remember when they changed the controls on Sims? You were lost for ages. Yeah, it's just muscle memory. I'll get there eventually. The voice in the song made you jump. I'm sorry, Bella. Am I building for something specific? Yeah, it's just for my sim. We've just moved house to move away from her dead husband. It's cloudy and gloomy today, so it's perfect. Oh, I'm glad. Okay, so I don't think this is ideal so far, but it's a good start. Are there any of these rugs? Are there any other rugs that aren't enormous that we could have in a nice purple shade? Sims doesn't tend to do a lot of purple. Probably don't want the rundown version. What did what say? Yeah, I've been losing my mind is the line, yeah. Amelia, you play Sims 3 fine on the laptop, but Sims 4 you have to play on console. Odd. Amelia, you're off for a nap. You haven't slept since yesterday morning. Yes, get some sleep. I hope you have a good nap, Amelia. Quick lore drop on your sim. Oh, Henna, thank you for the follow. Lore drop on my sim. Well, we're on generation 9. We're on... Okay, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we're generation 9, but this is the 11th sim in our legacy playthrough. There's quite a lot of lore. It's a bit hard to quickly do it. There was a generation where they got into art forgery. They made a lot of money. They had a big castle. The children tried to get away from the spooky castle, and then eventually went missing because their partner wanted the family legacy. They tried to turn the legacy around, but the mother went crazy and lost all their money, and they were about to get repossessed, and so they moved out, and then got killed by a ghost, and now we're playing as their wife. That's a very short version, but even that short version sounds insane. Thank you for being nice. Of course, Amelia. Of course. And I hope you're doing well, and feel free to like spam away in the real talk if you need. No, not if you need, if you want someone to talk to. We're always here. You think you're on 8. Nice. How many are you going? You mean what generation? So I think we are on generation 9. I think there have been 9 separate generations, but I think there are 2 times where we have swapped sim during a generation because one of them's died. So this is the 11th sim, but the 9th generation, if that makes sense. Do I have a Discord? I do indeed. It's in my link tree in the description. Okay. Okay. So what do we need? We need a table. We need a table or a light there. We need a side table with something on it there. So we need surfaces right now. So let's nick one of these. And then do we really want 2 of the same? Probably not. And of course that reset our filters. Oh, that's gonna get real old. Maybe. But yeah, if you have any more questions about either my streams or the lore or the builds, life in general, can't guarantee I'll have any answers, but I'm here to chat. I'm very much here to chat before I am here to play Sims. As you can tell by the number of times I get distracted. You'll post your cottage pics later. I look forward to it, Amelia. Would it be possible to use some of your music in your Sims TikToks? Yeah. No, it comes onto the content ID stuff. So yeah, it should be fine. I'm certainly not going to sue you. If anybody ever gets any like complaints about using my music in their stuff, A, you absolutely should be fine because it should just direct some of your revenue towards me. Like that's how their system is set up. So A, it should be fine anyway. But if it isn't, if you need like handwritten consent or whatever, because some of the platforms used to do that, I don't think they do anymore. But on the off chance that you do, I'm gravy. Go for it. You think we need a crow in there? Oh yeah, we'll have a crow. Don't worry. I think crow on the top floor though, no? Lafty, one time you were playing and fell asleep and half the house caught on fire. Solid. You can't afford to go to court. Yeah. It's expensive. Funniest death so far though. Funniest death. Well, we've only had... Oh no, we've actually had quite a lot of deaths. We've had none that were truly accidental. No, that's not true. That is not true. Okay, so there are 2 times that we had funny deaths. The first time we had 3 employees die on the same day. No. It was 1 employee and 2 customers died on the same day in our business. That was intense. Green Reaper very much overworked that day. The funniest one was we tried to have a wedding and the wedding didn't happen at the wedding. It happened about 5 minutes after the wedding. 1 person died, 1 person fell out with someone. Like there was a whole bunch of stuff that just went wrong, like back to back. It was a disaster. You can play Delta Force and Joybang. You heard that Honey works with attorneys. We can probably make something work here. Hey, don't be grouping together to sue me. That's not good. Rude. I know you're joking. Green Reaper getting overtime pay for sure. You visited a house, it caught on fire. You couldn't help anything. Your sim froze to death. Oh, we very nearly lost the legacy to a sim freezing to death. Like we were real close. I was very slow responding to someone freezing to death. It was absolute disaster. Got away with it, thankfully, but it was mighty close. Yeah, I'm wondering about changing these tables. Like, this is where I start getting perfectionist, but like, it's the wrong shade of brown. Sims weddings are always so full of drama. You had a sim overheat on his first date. Oof. I mean, we also had a story sim who got rejected repeatedly and then had a whirlwind romance where they got married and then vanished. That was pretty drama. Slightly tailored drama, but you had a bunch of Sims die at one of your weddings from being poisoned by pufferfish. Just reliving the red wedding, yeah. Oh, come on, really? It's already been another 50 minutes. Can you guys stop being so entertaining to talk to? The time is going way too fast. God, guys, why do you have to be such a good community? You'll try to be more boring. Thanks, I appreciate it. The sacrifices we make, right? Wait, she froze to death multiple times. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did I miss? You had a butler that refused to sleep on the bed you had for them and would sleep on the pool float in negative... How did she freeze multiple times, though? Like, did you just keep bringing her back? Bella, thank you for the follow. You're going to go and actually eat dinner for a change. Good plan. Right, for those that are unfamiliar, I take a 3-minute break every hour, mostly to have a stretch, but also to refill my drink if I need to. I think I'm okay at the moment. But yeah, you should all hydrate. It's important. I will be back in 3 minutes. Be right back. Hey Bella, welcome across. You'll now have a little character on the screen, which you can customize if you would like. Okay, what did I miss? Faye tell me to go take my break, promising to not be interesting. At least the ads are at break time. That is intentional. As there is no way for me to turn adverts off, sadly. All I can do is to try and minimize their intrusion. You are as boring as possible. You guys are never boring. Okay. Still adjusting to these camera controls. What are we going to do about this TV? Because we can't really just have one here, can we? I guess we could. And then have a light in the corner. What have we got on this wall? Alternative is we put the TV on this wall. I don't know, I'm kind of inclined to try and keep it cozy. What do you all think? It's quite chilly outside. You wish you could turn some of that. Can you put it over the fireplace? Yeah, but it just ends up being really high up. Which is odd. Bella, wait, the little people on screen. You've never seen a streamer with that. I made it, that's why. Yeah. Feel free to ask questions if you have any. Ah, yes. See, I was picturing something like this in this corner. Wait, can we... Okay, this might be trick time. Right, I need to remember how to do this. So... You saw nothing. Right, so if I do... this... Oh, so close, so close. Okay, and then we need to find the gap, which was like here. Yeah, it's a little on the snug side, but I'm not mad at that. Okay, that is a little too on the snug side. Let's try that again. Okay, we'll start with that. Let me catch up. How do you get items to turn like this? Oh, so we swapped to the Sims 3 camera. So if you go into game camera, click Sims 3. It's why I've been really struggling with the movement. On the fireplace, on the wall. Yeah, Sophie, but the problem is they end up being really high up. So you can't put a TV like this on the fireplace. So if you want to do it on the fireplace, your only option is to put it like, oops, put it up here, which is then really high up. And if we put it here, which we can, it's fine, but then we basically lose this space. So we could drop down to 2 seats. So there's a possibility we drop down to 2 seats, right? We put this on the wall, we put a side table underneath it. That is an option. That would look okay. That would give you a bigger TV. That is true. But does it look cozier like this? That's the question. Above the fireplace is for Sims with giraffe necks. Obviously, it's to each their own. Personally, I have never been a fan of high TVs. I would always rather my TV be slightly lower. Like, when I'm sat at my computer like this, I'm looking slightly down at my monitors, which isn't ideal. You want to be looking kind of vaguely forward. But I've never been a fan of people that like have their computers like up here, so they're constantly like looking up. I'm just like, that can't be good for your neck. You always spend ages positioning the TV for your son to never use it. Meteor Doom, you're asking if you missed anything. What was I doing last time you were here? Whoops. Yeah, so you were asking about the how do I get the TV... how do I turn the objects like this? So once you've got the Sims 3 camera on, if you hold Alt and then click and drag, whee! And the sound effect is necessary. If you don't do the sound effect, it just doesn't work the same. Trust me, I'm a professional. Stairs in high computer screen. Do you have a high computer screen? And loads of people do, and it's just one of those things I don't get it. Obviously it's to each their own. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but like in my head, do you not just get a sore neck from looking up all the time? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I accept this. I feel like we're getting there. We're starting to get vibes. Okay. Now this is clashing with stuff. I'm liking how this is coming together. Albeit slowly, it is coming together. Don't know why I was struggling so much to say that. My brain is running slow. Patsy. Hey, playing Sims 4. What am I up to? I'm playing Sims. Let's see. Were you on TikTok yesterday? Is that the same Catsy? Like I remember that name. Also, welcome. You can now customize your character if you would like to. You slouch a bit, so with your monitor higher, it makes you straighten your back out. Yeah, but I mean, if you were slouching, you could look up more easily. Oh, there must have just been another Catsy. Don't worry about it. It's just, I sometimes have people swap platforms. Just trying to see if it's the same person. You have a standing desk because sometimes your hips hurt, but you sit more often than not. That's fair enough. Oh, speaking of, I think it's cross-legged time. Immediately forgetting that I've changed camera mode. Okay. Oh, actually, that's maybe the right color for in here. We'll just leave that for now. Arthur. Arthur. He's being a pain. You meant what am I up to in the game? You can customize the characters. Oh, you absolutely can customize the characters. That's the whole point of them. So shall I do a quick show off? Sorry to those on TikTok. So if I zoom in for a sec, you see me on the left with the little green hat way over on the left. If I then come into the chat and I do say buy, whoops, can't spell, buy hat. I bought it gives me a random hat. I got gamer headphones. Now you can see how puffy my hair is. Where's your little person? It'll have your name above your head somewhere. I'm gonna buy a different hat. I don't like that one. Very dramatic red mask. Sure, why not? But there you go. I'm just gonna zoom it back out again. I don't remember how zoomed in I had it. We'll say that. Do you use channel points? No, you use Pico, which you earn from watching the stream or playing the little game along the bottom. And your character's the same every stream. If other streamers are playing the game, your character's the same on their streams as well. Like, it's all connected online. Talking as if you're not in your 20s. All right, young'un. Youth. Bye, Arthur. Did he leave? He was being a nuisance on the window. He was playing with the AC pipe. Yeah, we are building a new house for our sim who has moved away from the house that her husband died in. And we've not done a gothic house yet, so we're trying to do a kind of gothic mansion. I'm not super great with the terminology. Yeah, we have a very noisy ice cream truck outside. It's being really loud. How do you change it? So if you are unfamiliar, there is the list of commands. So if you go to that website, it will explain everything on how to do it. If you still have any questions, please feel free to ask. Oh, thank you, Faye. Thank you for doing the half modding over here. It's very much appreciated, Faye. Thank you. Is this the house you were building a few days ago with the diagonal front door? It is indeed. We had to get rid of the decking because I couldn't make the roof of the decking work, and it was driving me... it was driving me mad. I was slowly losing the plot. Okay, so audio would be a good idea. That would have been the ideal audio to put in, but that is straying away from our current set of packs. So we'll go with that one. Love how reflective this wallpaper is. Okay, what else? So we definitely need some flowers. Let's pack filter again. Life and Death base game. That's a little on the large side. Just grabbing some placeholders. Not placeholders, like some ideas. Sorry, my brain is kaput. That is much too large, but also quite cool. We get this in a more macabre color. Kind of. So the avatars are called peeps. They are, especially for small communities. Thank you. You can't change yours. You don't have any Pico. So you start with a very small amount of Pico, and then you earn more as you watch the stream. So you earn some over time, but you also earn some from doing the games. You can just do this command to see how much you have. Ignore the insane amount that I have. Obviously, I am technically watching all of my own streams, so it just endlessly builds up. But yeah, in the game on Steam, you can re-equip old items that you've had. You can sell items if you have too many, like if you fill up your inventory, and so on and so on. Not sold on that. Definitely need some more plants in here though. Were you saying, oh wow, to how much eco I have? It's quite a lot. But as I said, like, I'm technically always watching my own stream, so it just indefinitely builds up. Maybe put this in a different room. Oh, that's a good point. We haven't not got anything in the hall. Kind of feel like we need a plant or something in that corner. That's going to be sticking out of the house. A good start. This is a very good way to engage the community to watch more streams. Thank you. You didn't think you had so much Pico. How does the tag game work? The tag game doesn't work super well right now, but you just do exclamation tag, and then you can do @ and then it will help you autofill in someone's name. And the tag happens when your peep touches their peep. It's just for fun. It doesn't earn any more money. We were toying with it as a new game concept before I broke everything. You need to move the plant. The leaves are poking out the wall. Yeah, I know. I was just debating whether to remove the plant or fix it. Are there any tall plants? Cactus, maybe? I need something tall that, like, isn't gonna hop through a wall. And a 1x1 would be ideal. Not really. Might be able to make that fit. Still adjusting to the new camera. No, I moved. Oh, there you go. I think it might be better with just a cactus rather than the plant. Feels like it's taking up too much space. One sec. Let's see if I can fix this. Nah, Cactus clashes. You didn't even know the tag game was connected to Peeps. It is, yeah. It's just for fun, though. There was a leaderboard at one point. Cyan Flake, hi. Very chill in here. That is very much the vibe. So the longest game of tag on my stream is 7 minutes. So there are a couple of other streamers that use Peeps. The longest that I know of is 11 minutes. Do I know about the move objects cheats? Yes, I do. I just don't use any cheats in this playthrough. Yeah, how are you doing today, Cyan Flake? What brings you by? Also, now that you've joined us, you'll have a little character on the screen that you can customize if you would like. Okay. Do we maybe put the... There definitely needs to be something on here.
Save your game.
Thank you. Who was that? Honey, thank you. You learn something new every day. Every day is a learning day. It's coming along quite nicely. Yeah. It is and it isn't. Cyan, thank you for the sub. That's wholly unnecessary, but thank you very much. Excuse me? Why can I not place this on top of that? That's why. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh wait, is this now too big? Okay, scrap that. Challenge to say something positive about your own build anytime you say something negative. I like how it's coming along. I'm my own worst critic. Oh no, Amelia, you've got nothing to apologize for. It's all good. You were trying to be helpful. I appreciate you trying to be helpful. Particularly if you're new here, you wouldn't know that this is a no cheat playthrough, so. Goodness. Okay, so it's not that we can't, we shouldn't have, I think, those. I think 3 lots of flowers next to each other is too much. I think something should be on the fireplace. Okay, so I think that plant in front of the window looks nice. To be fair, let's not go overkill, right? Because we've still got many rooms to do and we're going to need more plants. So these are some of the plants that we think are nice. We just haven't found a use for them yet, similar with this. Let's not go too overboard too fast. Time for your dedicated background streamer while you need to lock in for your uni finals. I do seem to have a type, don't I? What are your finals for? Sorry, you said you were lurking. Okay, go ahead. I hope your uni final work goes well. Bella, why is it instantly getting your IRL style right? What, the peeps? Hi, Arthur. Hi. The kitty is joining us. It's apparently leaving us again. It's for... Oh, nice. Bachelor's in computer arts. Interesting. I've not heard of that before. Computer arts. So is that like 3D modeling or like digital art? I'm curious. So Arthur, yeah. One sec. You okay? He's just being very cute next to me. Kitty comes, kitty goes. When will they return? No one knows. Exactly. Cyan Flake. Also, Cyan Flake, what would you like me to call you? Literally everything digital. 3D, rigging, tech, anim. That's a lot. You work with the Adobe team on some stuff. That's intense. Watching this is your idea of a break. I'm glad to be of service. Oh, yeah. I was going to say she seems like a kind of cat lady, but that would involve another pack, so let's maybe not do that. You can see Arthur heading out. He's off for a wander. Still feel like there should be a rug, like here. Like under that, I think would be nice. Need a kind of... So ever so slightly away from the wall. Ever so slightly squint. Just to irritate everybody. Don't we have a round witchy one? We do indeed. I'm just trying to avoid round in this room just because it helps like designate sections. We'll use round in the other rooms. Arthur is such a good cat name. Mm-hmm. Easy to shout and angry if he misbehaves. 100%. Harry, you're currently listening to the stream while you clean the house. Solid. Also, I just got... Cool. Whoa. Sorry, pain, stiffness. I'm doing my best to not just collapse into a flump. I wonder if we can squeeze this in here. Like, I wonder if we can... No, because it's gonna... Wait, where was... Oh, it's when it's outside. Okay. Okay, that's frustrating. That would have been cool. Okay. Okay. So some paintings would probably be a good final touch, but let's work on the decor more. Right, so this room is more gold, so I feel like the plant works nicer in that room. We do have everything very central right now. Let's offset that somewhat. Okay, we need a big old rug. A rug is not an appliance, Sam. That is not how that works. Sometimes I worry about my brain. I said rug. I clicked appliance. If my brain could just work with me sometimes and not against me all of the time, that would be excellent. When you see that tiny flash of green and get hopeful. Pardon? Oh, it would let me place it down, yeah. Welcome back, Bang. Hi again, Amira. How you doing? Also, Bella, is it okay for me to call you Bella? You really feel like it's just turning your peep into a skeleton. Yeah, there is a full outfit. There is a full, like, skeleton outfit. Yeah. Oh, while I've got some of you here, I've been having a poll about what to do with my non-stream time. So there are two of these polls, so I'm sorry to spam them both in chat. It's basically the same question, it's just a different poll type to gauge things differently. But working on the rework of Peeps to get Peeps functional again is one of the options. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Bella, it's okay. Good. If there's something you'd rather me call you, please do just say. Did I miss you? Of course, Amira, of course. Okay, let's do the kitchen. Ooh. Do we do the kitchen or we do the entrance way? Let's do the kitchen. I'm feeling kitcheny, which is a phrase that people say. Just don't question. The less you think about it, the more it makes sense. Wait, fantasy book series? Yes, fantasy book series. Remember when we were having the conversation about my fantasy world? Why were we talking about my world earlier? We were talking about it. What were we talking about it in relation to? Don't remember, but yes. You'll take a stream command to fish for compliments. Yeah. Oh, no, I remember why we were talking about it. We were talking about it because one of the things that the poll doesn't really take into account is the fact that other things would be sacrificed, right? So yes, it's all well and good to say, oh, I'd really like to read a book that you've written. It's like, cool, but are you also prepared for me to then to only do only write the book for 6 months plus, you know, no videos, no Minecraft server, no new music, etc. Like just me writing a book in the free time, you know? Because that's what it is. Sadly, because of my health stuff, I can do one or the other. I can't do both. Why can't I? What is it interacting with? It's interacting with the lights. Yeah, that's why we were talking about it earlier. Why? Oh, I don't think they do usually link, do they? It's not like a slightly older looking fridge. I mean, there's this one. Yeah, we'll go with that. I was debating an island. It's a lot of empty, like, what's this space doing? How would you do an island feasibly here? What is that? Is that colliding with the fridge? Okay, so realistically, if you're going to do an island, it's going to be that. Which doesn't make any sense. Oh, Sims. Sims and your crazy island shenanigans. Why are the cupboards on the wrong side? Oh wait, no, the cupboards are on the right side on this one for a change. Now I'm confusing myself. But yeah, now they don't link together. Okay, cool. It's fine. No island. Just wanted to ask, do you use Spoon Theory? I do. Yeah, I do use Spoon Theory. Typically when I am doing it on stream, for those that aren't familiar with ME, I will use energy rather than spoons, like a battery. But yes, I do use Spoon Theory. Would an old house have a kitchen island? Probably not. Sims is so calming. It is when you're not fighting roofs or walls. Mostly roofs. Roofs is the big problem child. I don't know. Is it though? I don't know. I feel like we have more problems with the rooms. Okay, we're just going to stick with this, I think. And then we're going to do... Seems really high up. that is covering part of the window. Okay, we're just going to have to do the... I remember how to do this. Inner corner. Like that. Yeah, and then we can grab the long ones. Maybe... Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Because then we can put a bin in this corner as well. Bella followed. Thank you, Bella. How are you doing? Okay, that is that is too big. Is there a slightly less huge one? No, there isn't. Okay. Can we... Trying to figure out if there's a way we can organize this so that we can have another full-sized one over here, because I think that would look nice. I also think that this would look better if this was on the floor and then that was above it. Whoops. Wait, what did I just press that did that? How did I press? I don't know. I don't know what I just did. Somehow took myself to the roof. Started humming at the same time. A half cabinet over the window. What do you mean, babe? You're saying half cabs, like these ones, small ones. Yeah, it overlaps the window is the bit that I don't like. Organization in The Sims, preposterous. Exactly. When you're trying to figure out how high up to put the cabinets, you were suggesting you could put them lower if you use the half. But this looks better than your idea, okay. The other thing we could do is move the window. Because if we move it across by a single one, which, you know, it's then not centered in those rooms, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It helps break this side up. It's not quite so monotonous, but that does then nicely line this up, because now we can do this. Which I think looks like a nicer kitchen. Hi, Rose. You're glad you correct your gibberish while reading. You have to type so fast sometimes to not miss the moment. No worries. Welcome back, Catherine. How's the build going? It's going. It's definitely going. Where it is going is an excellent question. How well it's going is also an excellent question. But it's going. It is going. Whoops. Wait, why can I... Oh, I could have just put two cupboards. Okay. Yeah, looks a bit overkill. How are we feeling about this? What about, rather than that, what if we use... like one of the different ones. It says the right end piece, left end piece, corner. So there's that one. I think that works quite nicely. Or okay, that's not as interesting as I thought it was going to be. So we could use that. I guess that's more kind of like nicely tucked, right? Rose, you were on TikTok and your life popped up. Ah. Instead of a kitchen island, you can just add a thin table with a bar stool. Older kitchens would have a maiden's table. Is that what they're called? That's really cool. Bella, sorry you may have missed a few minutes. Had a quick emergency. No worries. No. Real life comes first. Are you okay? How is the rain seeping through? Because Sims. Oh, Melina, hi. If you lower the normal cabinets one step and switch out over the window to the half ones. Yeah, but the problem is if I lower them by a half step, they overlap the window. Sorry, still adjusting to the new controls. Yeah, you can see they overlap the window. Like, I know it's not a massive deal, but it bugs me. My inclination is to get rid of that. I think this is the kitchen. So no, I think that makes it feel too cramped. Maybe get rid of that. I think that's maybe the vibe. You're okay. Good. I'm glad, Bella. They no longer do if you use the half. But they no longer do if you use the half ones. But the half ones come to the same height. Half ones still cover it. Look. Am I just not understanding what you guys are telling me? Pretty sure you can hold Alt to move them freely. Oh, that is a good point. That is a good point. We could have just like literally manually placed them in the right place. But I don't know, something nice about just having them kind of in a tidy line like this. The half ones instead of the normal cabinets. Yeah, but then if you do the half ones instead of the normal cabinets, then they're like really high up. No? Am I being daft? Like I'm just not understanding. So what you're trying to say is you want it to be like this. So if my understanding is right, that's what you're thinking. Or are you meaning just to do that in front of the windows so that it's like that? The half ones instead of the normal cabinets. You can. It's okay, Faye. Explain. What did you mean? These but lower down. So like this. Oops. So get rid of these just like this. This is like a game of charades. It is. Amazing. No. What? Like this. Every other cabinet, normal cabinets. So we've got halves over the windows, so it would be like that. If anything, I feel like this should be the other way round, so that the normal cabinets are next to the weird corner one. So, like... Oh, Janky Sims, like that. Then we only have 2. Oh my goodness, Sims. You wanted them lower down so you could put them all lower, and where they would cover the window, use half ones at the same height. But is that not what we were just doing? Is that not just this? Or do you mean... So, okay, so this was option 1, Faye. This is option 2. Which were you talking about? Because I am fully not following you anymore. Hi Mia, welcome back. How's the build going? We're just struggling along with the kitchen. Exactly the opposite of what you're doing is good. You think they mean lower than the regular cabinets? What, like down here? What? How am I not understanding this? You think it's time we give up on this little mess? Hands are about to be thrown over these cabinets. Mia, you got stressed earlier and full on thrown yourself into a fit of emotions. No. What's up, Mia? Faye, no, because the normal cabinets are still all the way up. But why would you... I mean, like this? Okay, ignoring these side ones, is this what you meant? Oh, minus the weird corner one. So I don't think we can have a half corner. Is that what you meant? It was perfect. Put them back. Put them back to what? I've changed them so many times. What am I putting them back to? You can't talk openly about it, which sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Mia. You can always message me if you need to. Oh, goodness me. Imagine the tall Sims. Imagine the tall Sims that live there now. Lower is realistic, yeah. The half shelves on top of the cabinets. But that just puts them up to the same height again. Oh, I guess though it does look like closed cabinets. So actually what you could do... Oh, no, you can't because of the half cabinet here. Okay, but if you put that half cabinet there, right, bear with. You could do this. Not that. You could do this. Nope, that looks insane. You could do that. Nope, that also looks insane. You appreciate that. On a good note, the kids got McDonald's. Nice. Sick Pokemon stuff. Always good. Please, you're begging you to just leave the cabinets alone. But, like, I don't... You say leave them alone, but, like, back to what? I am so confused. Remove the larger cabinets highest up. These ones. Oh, yeah. Like, these ones were going to get removed anyway. It's the rest of them that I was trying to decide about. Read your latest comments. I did. We should never play any community games where one person has to explain something to another person. Just plain, like, keep talking and nobody explodes. Yeah. Can you imagine? Oh, what's that other one? What's the like co-op puzzle where you have to explain to each other? There's like 3 of them. You think there are too many small ones? We were here. Maybe? I think that's what I'm thinking of. Now you think there's too many small ones, but then what ones do I get rid of if there's too many small ones? The bomb game would be funny to do. Yeah, it would. You think the small one above the left window is a bit high? What do you mean is a bit high? This one. But they're all the same height. You're just trolling me now, Harry. I fully feel like I'm having a breakdown at this point. It's when we're talking about the cabinets. You really liked normal all the way up. Okay, right. Do we prefer them with the full-sized cabinets or this way? They're the only two options I'm giving you. Full-sized cabinets or this way. Honestly, you don't know how the building goes, but all you can say it's... Honestly, you don't know how the building goes, but all you can say it's a lot. Pardon? I think we need a poll. That's what I was trying to get. If you don't want clipping and not alt moving everything, this is great. Now sync, yeah. But it was when I had multiple of you on different platforms all going, not like that, like this. But then you were like, oh no, go back to that previous idea. But you were all, I think you were all trying to tell me to go back to different previous ideas. And oh my goodness, I just... when you're like, go back to the way you had it. And I'm like, we've gone through like 12 different revisions. Which one is the one you're wanting me to go back to? Oh, good grief. Right. Okay. Ooh, breathing. Where are we putting stuff? There's no logical places to put anything. The windows are in a horrible position. Do we get rid of a window? Because logically the stove needs to be here, right? And then you have the sink next to one of the two windows. I mean, I guess you could put the stove here. Not a big fan of that. Oops. Right, old stove. Not really a fan of a stove in front of the window. Sink under the window by the fridge. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking too. That's a slightly easier one. Sink always goes in front of a window. You could use smaller square windows because then you could move all the cabinets down more. No, we're not getting back into moving the cabinets. Hey Karthik, how you doing today? Oven between the two other windows. Yeah, so logically the oven should be here, right? But when do you ever have like the sink and the oven immediately next to each other? The cabinets live there now, they're glued. Because this just doesn't feel right. Sarah Bera Simmer, thank you for the follow. You're the worst person to ask for advice as children keep blinding me with a sick ball. Funny. Lovely. You have that IRL. What do you mean? You have a stove under a window? Is your username funny? I think so. I think it's funny. Not funny bad. It's just funny. don't particularly like this, but I think the spacing is better. Oh, you have a stove next to a sink. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your spacing, right? Everyone with the cabinets. No touching the cabinets. Did we rule out an island sink? I think we just ruled out an island, though. Cyan. Oh, I'm really sorry. I've forgotten the rest of the name. Cyan something. Flake suggested we did what they were calling a maiden's table, which was like a table in the middle of the kitchen, which I thought was a really cool idea. Probably not with a table quite that large. Need an in-between table. Like there. But we need to find one that's the right color scheme. It's close-ish. This was the most you've laughed in a while, to be honest. Pure chaos. You're welcome, I guess. Alright, 1 second. Oh, I hate it when tissues just fall apart. And what is that? Useless. 1 sec. Allergies. Oven under the window feels wrong, but you think it's the only option. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think I still want to put the fire alarm, smoke alarm, that's the one. Nearby, though. You're also all going to hate me. I'm wondering if we get rid of the cabinet. Because I think it needs a hood. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay. That's brilliant. How did I not know you could do that? So cool. Okay, I'm very easily entertained, but that is very cool. Crisis averted. The last kitchen you built didn't have room for a fridge, so you appreciate me muting for that. Yeah? You're welcome. What packs are the cabinets from? I think they're from Ravenwood, from Life and Death. Yeah, they're from Life and Death. Okay, we're making progress. Absolute disaster progress, but progress. An absolute disaster process, but progress. What am I trying to say? Let's maybe not bother with the microwave. I think maybe a coffee machine is more fitting. Just don't really like any of the coffee machines because they always sit so weirdly. Meh. Gonna activate like a sleeper agent every time you hear cabinets now. Just saying because you've watched streamers not mute to cough and stuff and it's horrific. Yeah, no, I'm usually pretty good at muting myself for that sort of stuff. One exception was me accidentally coughing out of nowhere earlier. But yeah, no, that's why I've got a mute button. Like, at my fingertips. You'll just swim to Leeds and fix it yourself. Impressive. Hey, Zay. Have you tried out the new restoration kit? No, I haven't. But this might not be a terrible build to try it on. I don't think it works in the house, but this does feel like the kind of house that might have a shed in the garden. So we could have a nice little restoration shed. That would be fun. Also, when did my break alarm go off again? I just completely missed it. It kind of feels a bit daft to take a break so close to the end of the stream. But I'm going to, because otherwise ads be a thing. I didn't hear it. No, I didn't hear it either. Maybe I just didn't do it. Maybe I forgot to set the timer, or maybe I was in the middle of a laughing fit. But yeah, so I take a 3-minute break every hour. So I'm just going to take my quick 3-minute break, and then we will probably just chit chat for a bit till we finish up. Maybe it happened during the cabinets fiasco, quite possibly. Right, I will be back in 3 minutes. Be right back. Hola. How? Why am I so weird? How is everyone doing today? I can just hear Arthur meowing outside. Oh boy. Oh boy. Like, I know I'm a pet person, and I know I've always been a pet person, but... oh... he does things. I am very, very attached to him. He is so very cute. Okay, so that is a dining table. So why are these chairs not... Oh! Wait, is it because it's stools? Do I need to actually use chairs? How was everyone's break? Did everybody hydrate? Customizing your peeps. You're doing great. I'm alright, thank you. That felt quick. Time just flies when I'm not here. I see how it is. You think you heard him a bit too? Yeah, he was just like... Wow, in the background. Time for BB move objects. No. No cheats, sadly. As frustrating as it is, they're the rules. We've set the rules, so we're going to stick to them. As much as it pains me sometimes. Okay, so if these are like in the kitchen, I guess they wouldn't be as...
Save your game.
Thank you. They wouldn't be as smart. You took the cutest picture of Miso. Nice. Too true, your dog slipped his collar off this morning. You didn't notice for hours. No. Catherine, you drink more water during these streams than I do at every other point in the day. Good. I am glad to be a good influence on you. You should all be drinking more water. I mean, obviously I don't know your lives, but I feel it's a fairly safe bet that you are all not as hydrated as you should be. So if my influence on you is nothing more than making you drink more water, I am absolutely here for it. What's strong of me for sticking with not cheating? Yeah, it's painful at times. What chair are we thinking? I feel like this one just color matches better. I mean, you wouldn't... Would you have arms? You don't really tend to have arm... Oh, God. You don't really tend to have arms on... You don't tend to have arms on dining chairs. That's not exclusively, though, because you do sometimes have arms on dining chairs. Now that I've said it, I can't see that I can't unsee that it has arms. Being called out for real. During school, you don't drink all your drink, or you don't even drink anything. Calling out all of us for not functioning properly. All right. Let's not do more just take some out of context moments. Good grief. Let's be fair though, it's far from the worst thing I've said out of context. Oh dear. Oh dear. All of you thought the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I think we are all equally weird. Your school had water banned in the computer rooms. Yeah, same. My school was really funny because we were basically told to have water with us at all times. Like, you would get told off if you didn't have your like little flask of water. But if you had your flask of water in the IT room, you got in trouble. Like, people got detentions for bringing drinks into the IT room, but you got detentions if you didn't have your water with you in other rooms. I'm like, okay. Need a better way of enforcing that. I'm the one who makes you drink more, but the arms thing was unexpected. You're not bullying me. It's what's the thing? Like, limit testing with friends, right? You're mean because you care. Anyway. Ooh, the skull. That's what we need above the fireplace. Sudden distraction. Ooh. Okay, wait, can we get this closer? Yes. Yes, we can. Can we change its color? Yes, we can. Wunderbar. That is more like it. At least you're memorable, Shaw. Yeah, you do it out of love. Uh-huh. That's what I'll tell myself when I'm crying myself to sleep at night. They only do it because they care. Ah, dear. I think we are all equally daft. That is for sure. I swear there was, I was going to say, I swear there was a fruit bowl somewhere. No, we don't want to just take away. Maybe, I think I'm just not going to put any more decor down because I don't want to just lose all of the surface space because we only actually have 3 spaces here right now. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. The sudden German. I really don't remember much German. You're not one of those Germans that speak French, are you? Because I know a little bit of French. No. Kind of reckon Deutsch? I don't know. I don't speak German. I didn't do German. You've put what you're working on in the Discord, but you might need to dash. No worries. Thank you for stopping by. I will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of my stream week. My weekend is Sunday, Monday. So I will be here tomorrow. Although my stream will be immediately followed by me going to watch Eurovision. Discord is for everyone. You can find it in my link tree or just in my links below, I think. My pronunciation is cute. What of the kind of Brecker Deutsch? It's because I wasn't even trying to do German. It's like saying Guten Abend. It's like, no, that's not a very German way of saying it. So my stream is tomorrow. I'm still streaming tomorrow. We actually need to have a chat at some point. There's not actually a desperate rush. There's not an immediate rush, but at some point we should have a conversation about which days I stream on. Because my current routine was based around previous commitments that aren't there anymore. So I could stream on different days if that works better for other people. So I could move to, for example, a Monday to Friday, or like Wednesday to Sunday if you'd rather that I streamed over the weekend. Something to think about. Ooh, tapestry. I am so just like squirrel.
Hydrate.
Thank you. Definitely not me just singing along to my own music. I think the blue. I want it too garish. The blue-green. Played Hydrate. Thank you, Cyan. You're off. Thank you. You don't know why, but ich spreche Deutsch in a strong English accent tickled you. Ich spreche Deutsch. Your cat, Mabel, just walked into the room and is currently screaming at you at full volume. Oh dear. I guess I just don't appease... let's reword that. I guess cats just don't like me. See you tomorrow, Cyan. I sounded like someone from the evening news. Oh dear. Is that a good or a bad thing? I mean, I do have quite a neutral accent. Particularly when I'm trying to speak well. Good grief. That is intense. How did I never notice that that was here? Look at that. Craziness. Craziness. What time do I go live tomorrow? Same time every day. Well, same time at all my stream days. So I stream from 4 till 7, so it's 7 o'clock now. So I start 3 hours ago, whatever time zone you're in. Good grief. For anyone that's new here, when you see me doing that, I have a lot of people who, like online people, when they see me on stream, who think I'm burping all the time. So I have a sinus thing. I can't really breathe through my nose. So if I forget to breathe through my mouth when I'm talking, when I'm in a flow, it suddenly like catches in my chest. I have to like reset myself. That's also why. So it happens more when I'm talking. Like when I'm just talking to you guys, it's easy enough for me to forget to breathe correctly. But when I'm narrating, it never happens when I'm narrating because I will pause at the end of sentences and stuff. Like I will take intentional breaths. So I can read big chunks of text and I'm fine. It's when I'm just ranting like this, I forget to breathe, get myself out of breath. It's a whole thing. Also don't know why I said it like that, but let's just pretend like I didn't and move on. It's a huge poster painting. That is tremendously large. Should we put that in the entranceway? That seems suitably daft. Because I think it's a bit much. Ooh, the black one though. Yeah, so it's still a bit much. You shrink it down a couple maybe. Yeah. Oh, it was also very expensive. Good grief. Well, I think we've made some progress today. The living room is starting to look lived in. Okay, so the living room and the dining room are functional. I think the kitchen is now functional, minus the fact that I forgot to put a bin in. But we can just whack a bin in the corner. I'll just drop a small bin like down here. Doesn't need to be pretty, just needs to be functional. Okay, there you go. Functional kitchen. So we've got 3 functional rooms. That's a good start. We got past the chimney debacle with relative ease. We've got past me getting confused with the camera. I have just stopped trying to move the camera with the mouse. You need a breathe command. I genuinely used to have one. I forgot frequently. Yeah, 4 p.m. UK time, 3 hours ago, whatever time zone you're in. You have a sinus thing too. It's called silent sinus syndrome. You can't breathe through your nose. So I can breathe through my nose, but it's incredibly labored. I can't just breathe through my nose. If I tried to not breathe through my mouth, I would probably pass out. So it's not that I can't, I just can't breathe through my nose enough. So yeah, it's an issue. Add it back. You just need the breathe command. No, I think I'm getting better at it as a whole. Right. I'm going to do the good thing, though, and I'm going to see if anybody on my raid list is live. Yes, someone is. It's a bit of a game clash. I think it's probably an acceptable game clash, though. I generally try to avoid sending you to adult games when I've not been playing adult games, but I think this is okay. You all can be the judges. I trust you to be mature about it. But yeah, we'll have a bit of a chat first. See you in the Discord, hopefully. Oh, of course. I'm in the Discord all the time. But yeah, so for those of you who are new here, does that mean you get lightheaded often? Mm-hmm. All the time. And not just because of that, I get lightheaded for all sorts of reasons. I don't think I have POTS, but it has been brought up previously. But yeah, for those who are new here, I stream Tuesday to Saturday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. BST currently. So it's 7 p.m. now, so I start 3 hours ago. All of this music is mine. You can find this music wherever you listen to music. It's just down as Samly, same as my other names. Search for it if you want. I also have a small game on Steam, which you can find by also searching Samly, called Samly's Merge. Little £2.50, just little kind of board game style game, which Paul has been dominating. Yes, I'm no longer top of the leaderboard in my own game, which is very sad. I think I'm third now. But if you're interested at all. Harry asked if I'd be on Minecraft later. Will I be on Minecraft later? Possibly, but it won't be until late. I think. Yeah, it won't be until maybe midnight-ish tonight. Yeah, today and tomorrow, or tonight and tomorrow, I'm unlikely to be on a whole bunch, but after that, I will be back to being on as much as I usually am. Starting to prep the server for more people playing it, as it's been a while since we've been particularly active on it, so it's kind of calmed down a little bit. Need to sort plugins and things. You should rename it Jack of all trades to Sam of all trades. What's the phrase? Jack of all trades, master of none? Yeah. The 2 days you'd have time to play. Oh, well, so I'll probably be around on Sunday. Just not tomorrow. Well, because tomorrow I'll be streaming. And then Eurovision. So, yeah, there won't be any Minecraft playing tomorrow. Yeah, so there's this really common trope in English, Bella. Weirdly, we seem to be the only one who do this, the only kind of culture that does this, but we have lots of phrases where we cut the phrase in half and we only use the first half of the phrase as a shortened version. But if you take the first half of the phrase and don't have the second half, the meaning is reversed. So people go, oh, Jack of all trades, as if it's a compliment, but it's Jack of all trades, master of none. So it's an insult. Another one that we misinterpret, or like blood is thicker than mortar, customer's always right. Like, there's so many phrases where we only use one half of it, and the meaning of the phrase is reversed if you use the other half. It's very funny. Yeah, absolutely just Google it. There are so many. English is a very strange language. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. I should post my polls. So I'm just trying to get a gauge of what you guys are interested to see me do outside of the streaming. Just spamming links. Sorry, everybody. I'm aware not everybody cares about these polls, but I just want them to be there for anybody that does. And there was something else I was going to bring up before I left. What was it? Discord? No. Music? No. hate when my brain does this. Anybody else? Like, have something really important to say. Right, I just need to do this thing quickly before I say it. And then it's gone. Completely gone. Out of my brain. I'll remember it at some point when it's no longer important. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching today's stream. I'm going to go and take some rest, and I will see some of you wonderful people again tomorrow. We're going to go and raid Jazz Sims. She's a lovely streamer. She's a variety streamer, but she makes very high quality content about Sims on TikTok and YouTube. Highly recommend if you're into Sims. She's also just a lovely person. So we're going to raid. Feel free to join. You don't have to. But for the rest of you, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully see you again soon. Bye for now.